Bradford, Yorkshire, one of the UK's most deprived cities. The fight to earn a living wage here is as tough as anywhere.
I want just getting a normal routine and live a normal life with a job.
But there is one woman who wants to fight back. Jane Vincent set up her own recruitment agency.
We need to give back to our local community.
And with the help of her team, she wants to get people back into work.
Sell yourself.
Yes, please. Are you free?
Getting the locals a job isn't easy.
You'd need to stop talking in your language.
I've had a medical secretary that smelt of wee.
Are you free to start today?
I've had no sleep in 3 days.
The world of recruitment can be unpredictable.
If you can be any kitchen appliance, what would you be and why?
Really?
Frustrating.
I'm crying again.
Well, he should do his job properly, Carlos.
Fucking lazy
And
ass.
sometimes impossible.
You think I'm drunk?
There's no way you can work. No way. I can smell it on you.
But with Jane and her team giving it their all,
You've got a job!
GT got offered.
I'm so happy I found the work.
there's hope for everyone.
What the hell was that? I am very determined. Very determined.
It's been a tough few weeks at Candelisa. Some of their candidates have lost their jobs,
He can't have you back, all right?
and finding reliable staff to fill the vacant roles is harder than ever.
Yeah, why are you even thinking about it? That's what she'll say.
The company is also a man down after Phil handed in his resignation.
Oh dear.
What sort of experience have you got? Have you done any customer service or anything?
So the workload is landing on the remaining members of the team, and in particular, Carlos.
I need to know what to tell the people that are here now. For me to work with you, I have to trust you. Make me trust you. Yeah. He said you were causing problems.
We need a new Phil because we're at our max capacity at the minute. We've got a lot of business coming in. Everybody's working to the max. I've got to get the right person to come in, but I have to make it happen quickly because if not, it's going to put too much pressure on the rest of the team.
Jane has decided to ask Aga to spend more time in the office to help with the workload, but it's not a quick fix.
Excuse me, the fucker's calling. What can I do for you? Aga!
Aga's role is usually on the factory floor managing contracts, but for the next week or two, she'll be splitting her time between the factory and the office.
Paperwork, I hate it.
Hello, darling, it's Jane.
I'll tell you a secret.
Is it good?
Yeah.
You got a smile on your face, I can see it.
It's pissing me off.
Aga's strengths are she will go the extra mile. She'll answer her phone at whatever time. If a client says, I need you to work weekends, she'll work weekends.
Oh, what?
But sometimes she can be so obnoxious in the way she speaks. It comes across sometimes like, ooh, you know, you just want to go, ooh, tone it down, tone it down. But she don't mean it, it's just the way she says it.
Why don't you just do it?
Fucking lazy ass.
I really like Aga. I'm really glad I don't have to manage Aga because I think she's unmanageable, but I kind of like that about her.
Jane's called a staff meeting to discuss the plan for the next few weeks.
I'm really conscious that we're all really, really busy and we've got loads to do. And how can Aga help you?
I've spoken to Aga already, so it's basically finding people, people walking in, registering people for me. I can't be in 2 places at the same time.
Aga, I want to talk to you about some sales, but I'll talk to you about that
This is
separately.
impossible this week.
I didn't say this week, Aga. I said I would like to do some sales, so I will talk to you about that separately.
Straight away.
We really need Aga to support Carlos, but she's very abrupt, and if she doesn't like something anybody said, she tells you. And, you know, we can't have that. At the end of the day, we're a team, and we've all got to work together to get to the same aim.
At the end of the day, we can't tell the tax office what to do. The tax office do what they want to do and you have to do it.
Whilst her staff are trying to keep their current contracts going, Jane's always looking for new business and often deals with potential new leads in person.
Good afternoon, Candelisa people. Jane speaking. How can I help?
Today, she's meeting with the MD of a local business, Bradford Brewery.
Hello.
Hey, I'm here to see Jane.
I'm Jane.
Hey,
You're
Jane.
Matt, aren't
I
you?
am, yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, little
Matt has recently opened the bar and desperately needs staff. It's the kind of high turnover role that could be a long-running piece of business.
What are you looking for?
So I'm from Bradford, but it's just a little bit lacking in good quality venues. So we've launched Bradford Brewery. We're busy, we need more staff, 2 or 3 people, I think.
What's your vision for your staff?
So the one thing is they've got to have personality. Someone with a sense of humour that can make the customers laugh. But you can't give someone a personality. If they're from Dullsville, they're from Dullsville. But that's it.
I've never been to Dullsville.
Cheers, Jane.
Every single sales opportunity can potentially win us new business. And in our industry, it is very, very competitive. So for me, the first opportunity you get to meet that client, you have to convince them you're the agency to use because you wouldn't get a second chance. So have you any ideas of who we've got on our books? Look at me, I'm undressed.
It's Keith.
Oh, the one that does impressions and stuff?
Yeah. You want me to give him a ring and see if he's...
Yeah, give him a ring and ask him to come in and see me now.
Hello, Keith, it's Julie. Jane's wanting to see you about the bar job.
Come and see me, Keith. I'll give you your bus fare.
Go on. Okay, bye. Bye.
Hello.
Candy, it's Keith.
Agency regular Keith has arrived to see Jane. He's been on their books for 6 years, mainly working in warehouses, but right now he has no job and is happy to give anything a go to earn some money.
It is the new, trendy, hip bar in Bradford.
All right.
They want people with personality.
That's...
You're exuding it, darling. You're exuding it.
Yes.
Convince me you've got a personality, Aki.
Convince you got a personality.
What the hell with that?
There you go. Personality.
What do you do again? Do it again. You up for it?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
You can go tomorrow.
Yes.
Right.
I just need to sort out babysitting things because I'm not working at the moment.
Bring your baby in here. I'll look after.
Is that all right? Yeah, are you sure?
Absolutely fine. So how are you going to go dressed tomorrow if you're interviewed?
You've got to dress smart.
They just wear t-shirts.
Do they? All t-shirts I've got, they've got funny comments on them and
well,
stuff.
that'd be funny.
I suppose it'd show my personality a little bit, wouldn't it?
What's your funniest comment on your shirt?
I've got one, it says nice legs at top, and then under in small print, what time do they open? I've got loads, I've got absolutely loads like that.
Maybe not too much of a sexist one.
No, just a nice one, yeah.
Hi, babe.
All right.
Thanks for coming in.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Keith needs to find the right kind of t-shirt and prepare himself to see if he passes the Bradford Brewery personality test.
I've been with agencies 6 years. They've just been like, yeah, right, you got a job, you're starting at 7, whatever time, be here, there, whatever, you're starting. And then you meet them. You never have an interview. I've never actually had an interview, so I'm bricking it a little bit, you know.
Replacing Phil with someone who can win business is vital for Jane.
All right, then, thanks for ringing and letting me know.
But despite putting her best person on the job, the agency is struggling to recruit.
How much response have you had?
Rubbish. I'm getting bugger all through. The first thing I say is, do you want to sell? And they say, oh, no. And I say, that's what the job is doing.
Yeah.
You're selling people, you're selling to clients, you're selling to candidates, it's all selling. Do you want to do that? And then they say, oh, not really. We need to really get someone really, really good. I think people who haven't worked in the industry think it's easy and think I could do that job. All they do is get people jobs. How hard is that? Like, people should probably try and do it and then see what they have to say.
It's a new day.
You're a chef. What's your signature dish?
Roast dinners.
Roast dinners.
Eating and making.
Rachel and Jane are still struggling to replace Phil, but a new candidate with a strong background in recruitment has appeared. However, there is one big problem. It's Jane's ex-husband.
And I've got a bit of gossip here.
What?
Guess who's back in town?
Paul Vincent.
How do you know?
Spoke to him on Friday.
Did he ring you?
Yeah. How come he's not in Spain anymore with his Polish?
He split up with Olga. She's working on Viking cruises in Germany.
Why have they split up?
Said they just needed some time apart. Staying with his mum and dad.
Oh, I'm gutted.
In a caravan. Do you want to see my wedding picture?
Yeah, show us your wedding picture. She looks like she's going to a funeral.
Revel, revel.
You look happy though.
I was. I thought it was love and everything.
I like your fringe. Could you work with your ex-husband on a permanent basis?
No. Like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, but
That's
so what if you can sell?
He was the manager of industrial and I was the manager of commercial. And so we worked together. And then we started seeing each other in secret because we weren't allowed to have relationships at work. And so that made it even more exciting because it was all secret. He don't want to work in Spain anymore, he wants to work in England.
Maybe you could help us out.
I won't tell you why I married him.
Oh, Jane, why did you marry him? Why did you marry him?
I'll let you work that out.
What's
He used to be called Cobra at school.
Ah!
But with Jane desperate to find a replacement for Phil and her ex-husband desperate for a job, is he a realistic option to join the team? It's all hands on deck at the recruitment agency.
28k!
What are you looking for in the job?
They love you!
They need to get their clients interview ready so they can convince the companies to give them a job.
If you were an animal, what would you choose? This gets asked at interview.
I hope I didn't offend you with my comments on email about it being waffly.
You're the expert.
Tell me 5 brilliant things about you.
I'm reliable.
Reliable?
I'm confident.
You're confident? You're reliable, you're confident?
I'm energetic.
You're energetic?
And conscientious.
That's 4.
There's one more to come into it.
One more?
And that's,
handsome.
I don't know about that one.
As well as recruiting for others, Jane's having difficulties with her own staff. Aga, who has been with the company for 2 years, has been moaning about her work on Facebook.
What's all this about Facebook again anyway? What you're falling out about Facebook?
Oh my God. Let's not go there.
But you can't add the senior procurement director from the biggest client we've got. Because you put too much stuff on Facebook.
Like what?
Like how you're feeling, you're ranting Polish,
well,
you can read Polish.
All about.
Yeah, but you don't want your clients knowing that.
It's not about what you're doing. It's, they'll judge you for being on it. That's what I'm saying. They'll judge you. One of her faults is that she never, ever admits she's wrong. And even if she's wrong, there's a reason.
I can post whatever I want. I am doing the Facebook, but I'm not going to add any one of you, so don't worry.
All right, so all you're doing now is deleting us so we can't see what you're doing? When she's got people from work on her Facebook and then starts ranting on Facebook about what she's not happy with about work, and it's quite obviously to do with work, so everybody who's on her Facebook can see that, I just think it's really unprofessional. I just... sometimes...
Do you want to open door or shall I? Me? Go on then.
Jane has asked one of her regulars, Keith, to go for a trial at Bradford Brewery as a new barman. But he needs some childcare. Right. So the team have offered to look after 4-year-old Ruby as he tries to bag this new opportunity.
All right, I said one.
Some for later on. How cute is she? Makes me broody.
I think what big mistakes people make in the recruitment world is it's just let's look after the client, and forget that it's the candidates that represent you as an organisation. You know, if you've got a diamond, you polish it, you look after it.
I'll be back soon.
Bradford Brewery has only been open for a week. Bar owner Matt is really keen that it has a strong identity and is happy to take a chance on people without experience. if they've got the right personality.
Hey, is it Keith?
Yeah,
hey,
who am I
Keith,
feeling?
I'm Matt.
Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you.
You worked in a bar before?
No, but I've lived in pubs my whole life.
What's your beer of choice?
Carlsberg. Or Foster's. It's...
No, mate. No, mate.
I like Carlsberg.
So if I was to say to you, Keith, I will give you the job if you make me laugh with one joke, what joke would it be? Come on.
What bees make milk?
I don't know, Keith. What bees?
Boobies.
Welcome to the team.
Yay!
Keith gets thrown into the deep end straight away and starts his shift behind the bar.
London Pale Ale. Do you want to pull your first pint, Keith, mate?
Yeah.
You know how to do it? You know how to do it?
I should be all right.
It's just like Carlsberg.
Nervous, but...
It's a small, intense workplace, and the punters keep on coming.
Busy, innit? I'm not used to working round a lot of people.
We're fucking rammed.
Oh,
it's going to be all right, but yeah, you just need to smile. You just need to enjoy it a little bit more. You could be doing a shitty job in some factory somewhere. This is fun. This is fun.
Keith's trying hard to win over the customers.
That's how I like them. Don't know if you like them like that, mate. No head, more beer. That's what I say.
For a man who claims to have grown up in pubs, Keith is struggling and feeling that he's definitely the wrong side of the bar.
You just need to big it up a bit. Just smile. You look petrified, Keith. Just get on with it. Get on with it.
2 hours in, and Matt wraps up the trial shift.
See you later, Keith, mate. Great to meet you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, mate. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Hiya. Go give him a hug. She hasn't even missed you. How did it go, dude?
Want my sort of work.
Well, obviously it's not what you've done before.
Yeah, not in my comfort zone at all.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't
You can't pull a pint?
I can pull a pint, fine. Just wasn't for me at all.
Right, back to square one.
She ate all her dinner?
She didn't. She only ate 2 nuggets. Honestly, she's a little gem. Really polite. You've got a little star there.
What do you say? Mom! There we go. See you later.
With Keith out of the running, Jane and the team need to find another candidate if they're going to keep Bradford Brewery's business. Along with the fight for new business, Jane is also having more difficulties with Aga. She's been caught on Facebook again, moaning about her work and some of the clients. It's not a good look for Jane or her business.
She's pissed off now because she's blatantly now taking the piss out of us. And I'm quite soft in some ways. I know I come across quite hard, but I give people a lot of leeway, which is why a lot of people quite like working because it's quite flexible and we're not on them all the time. But now, Aga's taking the piss. I've basically taken some advice and I'm going to put her through disciplinary. I need you in the meeting. I've spoken to her now how many times about it and she just doesn't listen, obviously. And we've done the nice bit and now I think the only way to do it is the formal way. Agnieszka, I need you please in the back. Come on in and take a seat.
It's sad that it has to come to a bloody warning. I don't think anyone at Candelisa has ever had a warning. My worry is that Aga just gets defensive. She'll be wall up, fence up, but when it's something personal or it touches a nerve, she'll just collapse.
So I'm going to invite you to a meeting here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I've done a letter which is going to outline everything that has come to light.
Okay, what's happened?
Well, what I'll do, if you just bear with me, I'll go get it for you, and then you can read it and you can see. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so because of the amount of times that I've had to sit and talk to you about some of the things that are in that letter, we've got to properly do it formally now.
Okay.
So if you can be here tomorrow at 4, Carlos will be in the meeting as well. All right?
Bullshit. That's all what I have to say, and that will be my short answer. It's bullshit.
Okay. I hate doing stuff like this because it really causes unrest in the office and she's now going to be upset and that's going to cascade out to everybody else. But it seems like it's the only way we're going to be able to deal with her. She doesn't listen. Bye, see you later.
Bye. To be honest with you, I just don't give a crap, honestly. I don't care. I'm gonna give notice tomorrow. I do. I already got my ready. Oh, I started crying.
It's a new day, and it's a big one.
Oh yeah, there's some aura coming off you. Don't you think, Jonna? Don't you think she's glowing?
Why don't you stop?
Facing challenges on all fronts, Jane's agreed to meet her ex-husband, Paul, to talk about the possibility of joining her team as Phil's replacement.
Do you like men?
Do I like men? There's a rabbit shit in the woods. I love Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, baby. Dark hair, blue eyes. And his wife in real life, is like a normal woman. You know, she's got curves and stuff. She's not.
Where's the Cobra coming in?
So dead. You're cruising for a bruising Rachel today. I can feel it.
I was just trying to see why it would be called Cobra. Is he venomous?
Candy, why is Mummy all dressed up today?
He had an affair. Yeah. As soon as I found out, I just went, see you later, you've been alright, love. Bye.
Did you call him Cobra?
No.
Shall I call him Cobra when he comes in?
She can do it, see how red it goes.
I want you to pick that box, walk round the table, and then put it there on the floor.
It's lunchtime, and Carlos is training a new recruit.
How did that feel?
Meanwhile, after the anticipation of this morning, Jane's ex-husband Paul has arrived to see her. For the last 15 years, he's been married, living in Spain, and working in sales.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
How's it been back in England?
Different.
Yeah? I didn't think you'd be back.
Yeah, I need to make a new start.
Do you?
Olga won't be coming back, I don't think.
Oh, really?
So I just want to make a clean
Oh,
break.
okay, she's not up there. She had enough of
We're
it
just
all.
not getting on.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Hello.
You alright? God, you look like your dad.
Thanks. I'd say you look like your mum, but she's still beautiful.
Oh! Slap him, punch him in the face.
What were you wanting, a job?
Yes, please.
Well, you're not having one.
I'll leave you to it anyway, because
We only have
some bits.
decent
I've got
candidates.
someone in now, so I'll see you after.
Right, what do you want?
Coffee.
Do you want one of those special ones?
Just a coffee.
Normal one?
I'm from Leeds, just a coffee or not a latte or a special latte or anything.
Oh, have you met Canada?
I've seen pictures.
She likes you, don't she? Andy?
He's nice, is Paul.
Is there a bit of sexual tension brewing?
Not sure. Could be insults. Insults usually mean things, don't they? They don't mean insults, really. They mean that you like them. So, maybe.
I haven't earned a penny for 2 years.
You haven't earned a penny for 2 years? Well, how have you survived?
It's been tough.
You must have got money from somewhere,
I had to sell my watch.
What would you watch?
Rolex. But I got 15 for that.
15 grand?
Yeah.
So you've lived on 15 grand Rolex watch?
No, I've had to sell some other jewellery. I just want to make a fresh start. I know what I want to do. But
What do you want to do?
I enjoy sales. No, I'd like to get back into recruitment. Yeah, I thought I was good at it. I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right. There might be an opportunity for you to do some work here and see how you get on.
Desperate to find a replacement for Phil and with limited options, will Jane give her ex-husband the opportunity to join the team?
See you all later.
Bye. Drive carefully. He looks a bit like a broken man when he came in. He looks like he just needs something to really pick him up again, I think. And whether that's a job where he's got a purpose to get up in the morning and targets and something to drive towards. Don't know, but I do feel a bit sorry for him, really.
Jane has a big decision to make. She needs to decide whether or not to hire her ex-husband, so she's consulting Carlos and Rachel, who she's worked with for 7 years.
All right, so pros.
Experience.
He's got experience.
You know him,
yeah.
So therefore you should know the loyalty side of him.
And he genuinely needs.
Another pro is that you said that he actually wants to do this kind of business.
That's half the battle in this job. It's getting someone that wants
Selling,
to do the job.
He can sell.
He can sell.
So cons.
Yes, your ex-husband. Not ideal. Well, it can be a little bit. It's a bit weird for you, isn't it? It's a little bit.
I ain't bothered. I looked at Paul and I didn't go, whoa, what's in your pants?
Paul. Well, you know what's in his pants.
Well, I know, yeah. So it's not,
No.
I just think you just have to draw a line in the
It was
sand.
such a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jane leaves it to Rachel to give him the good news.
If it worked and you were happy and you were making money and we were making money, then obviously we would very happily offer you a job. So is that... No one's got any reservations. I think it'd be good. All right, then we'll have a nice evening and I'll see you Monday. See ya, bye. Oh. Oh, I am actually slightly touched for me. He's really happy and I feel a bit, do you know what? That man's on his behind and we've just actually made him really happy and he really appreciates it. You can genuinely tell. Why did you divorce him? It's really nice, Jane. I can see you two. I don't understand. He seems like such a nice person.
Everybody's like, is it going to be really weird working with your ex-husband? I'm like, no, not really. As far as I'm concerned, he's another person who was been in my life like all these lots. So maybe a bit more intimately.
Well, I'll send you through the information. It's not quite as exciting as film and TV work.
It's Aga's disciplinary.
Come on in, take a seat.
Jane is holding a formal meeting after Aga repeatedly vented about work on social media.
So, there's been quite a few things that I've been really concerned about. Facebook, yeah.
I totally agree with that.
So you're admitting that?
Admitting that, yes, it did happen, but I stopped doing it when I had the last conversation with you. And this is my proof, which I printed. When last time I was actually on Facebook, I put the candidates that were looking for SIA people, and it was 20 hours ago. That's the proof. I am not doing any Facebook anymore.
So as of 20 hours ago, you're saying you're not doing Facebook anymore?
No. I usually, when I was on Facebook at work, it was during my break time. I am entitled, to lunchtime. I am entitled to the break time.
Every time a client walked in, I was sat on the sofa with a cup of tea and OK magazine. They would just think, what's she doing? She's not working.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're agreeing you won't go on Facebook during work time?
Totally, yes.
All
Even
right.
on the break time, because I know that it shouldn't happen.
Okay.
I just want you to know that this isn't an easy thing for us to do, Aga, because we love you loads, right?
Carlos has already told me that when he's been out with you, you're really good.
It's hard to be a genius.
So I would like to work with you to help me develop some more business, winning some more clients. I want to really focus on that. All right, thank you. Thank you, Aga.
Yes, I do care what people think about me, Carlos, Jane, Rachel, everyone. Yeah, I do care. I might not showing that, but I do care.
What I need to see from Aga now is a bit more respect for everybody. Respect for the clients, for the rest of the team, for the candidates, because every single one of those in the mix pays our wages.
Jane's ex-husband, Paul, is making his return to the recruitment business.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good
Hello, just been
morning.
talking about you. I hope it was all good.
He hasn't worked with Jane for 17 years.
They're winding me up big style and they're doing my tits in already. Good morning.
About what?
Welcome to Candelisa, people.
What do
Oh, you're all wet.
It's because it's raining. It started already. What are they winding you up about?
You don't even want to know. They're just all being
Why have you gone red,
sarcastic.
Jane?
I haven't gone red. You see what I mean?
just
Oh, do you
saying,
know
you're
what? I'm
red.
not playing anymore. Paul, would you like to leave and come back again?
Do you want me to?
No, I'm joking. Right, we'll take your coat off. Hang it up. Cold?
No, fine.
How would you describe your marriage?
It was different.
What do you mean by different?
Well, you have a different personality to the majority of people on this planet.
You married her?
Yes.
8 weeks. He asked me on the Friday, but the lights on the Monday, we got married on the Saturday.
It was a drunken haze, if I remember. We actually started in the recruitment industry together, and we were actually on the training course together.
I wasn't attracted to him to start with. Don't mean this nastily. But he was just like the guy who used to come up from industrial and flirt with you a bit, which he did. He used to come up and use the fax machine, because we use fax machines, and you used to flirt a bit. And then you'd go down, not just with me, with every female, because he's quite a flirt.
Has he changed much?
He had hair then, yeah. Have I changed?
No.
Apart from putting 20 stone on.
You're a little bit.
Curvier. What do we say? Yeah, lick my shoe. Get down on your knees and grovel,
That used to
boy.
turn you on, actually.
I'm a hip-hop artist.
You rap?
I can rap, yeah. Indigenous Brits with red and blonde hair are like Americans who think they were the first ones there.
It's another normal day for Carlos. But for Aga, it's a chance to get back into Jane's good books.
This afternoon's really important because it's a new client.
After posting messages about work on social media, Jane is giving Aga another chance to prove herself.
No effing and jeffing. We've really got to pull all the stops out to make him sure that, you know, we really want the business.
A local business is looking for temps, so Jane's sending Aga to find out what they need. And she needs to impress.
Let's do a bit of role play. Hi, I'm Gary. Nice to meet you.
Amaka, nice to meet you, Gary. How are you today? How was your weekend? Because mine was fucked. No, I'm not going to say that.
Carlos.
Just go there and say, look, this is what we do. I want to know how to make sure you get the right people, blah, blah, blah. And then just do what you're good at.
No swearing. No Facebook. Aga on phone.
Mom, shut up, please.
Bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
I have no idea what she just said to me because I weren't listening. I get that talking from Jane, I get that talking from Carlos, and everyone is telling me what to do. It's like, you know what? Excuse me, I have my own brain and I can do it.
The client Aga needs to win over is a £10 million marketing company that prints and packs mail order catalogues and brochures for businesses. Plant director Gary has an urgent consignment, but it's a meticulous job that has to be performed at speed, and he's short on the right calibre of workers to get the job done.
We can't afford to keep people that aren't performing, and unfortunately over the years we've sacked many people for not doing the job properly, and obviously stood at the end of a particular one machine for 8 hours is not ideal for anyone, but it is the job and that's what it is.
Aga needs to convince Gary that she can find him the right staff.
Can you tell me what exactly do you want from the temporary worker here?
One of the key things to this job is keeping the machine going and manipulating that stock. If they've worked in a fast production environment, that certainly would help.
To get a better understanding of what the role involves, Aga is going to work a shift at the plant herself.
Obviously, I'll leave you with Sandra. She'll show you how to manipulate the stock and that. When you finish, just give me a shout. I'll be up in the office so we can have a debrief as well.
Absolutely, I will do.
I'll leave you with... All right, thank you.
Hi. So we're putting this one then? No?
You need like this.
Ah, right. So they are like in the order. And we're putting them like that? This way. Ah, right. I got that. Yeah. I hope I've done it right. I'm finding it very, 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 very boring. Very boring. I would prefer be on job seeker allowance than actually doing this job, honestly. I would kill myself. This job is definitely not for me. It's very boring. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Aga's seen enough and wraps up her shift early.
It's not as easy as it looks. You need to actually control everything, and yes, as you mentioned, you know, the candidates have to have a training, but you know, it's quite boring for me, to be honest.
Boring?
It is boring for me.
Being a bit cheeky saying that she were actually bored, but she's obviously experienced individual with her agency, so now she's tasted what we're actually about and understood it and the importance to it, then hopefully she can pass that on to the actual candidates when they come in, so they've got a good understanding.
I was in my best behaviour today. I feel I've done quite a good job, yeah. I was listening and I was smiling and I was quite nice, and it's really hard to find me nice for people.
After her last candidate decided a bar job wasn't for him, Jane has another chance to win over the new client.
Thank you so much, you're a star. See you then. Bye, bye.
27-year-old Michael is a new temp on Jane's books and has worked in bars back in Poland.
I put on my sexy shirt to make some good impression. Yeah, I'm excited. It will be my first real cool job in England. You're Matt?
I'm Matt, yeah.
Hi, I'm Michael.
Take a seat. So the customers that come here, it's a fun city. They're coming for a good night out. They like to have a laugh. Do you think you could keep them laughing?
I suppose.
Good. So if you were working behind the bar and you had 6, 7 ladies in that were just finishing their drinks and about to go, and I said to you, Michael, try and keep them for one more drink. How would you entice them to stay for another drink?
Take off my clothes.
There you go.
Michael's made a good first impression, but will he be a hit with the ladies as Matt sets him straight to work on his trial shift?
Okay, so £1.5 for you, right?
So how much was it?
7.20, 2 pints of Phoenix. In Poland, where is the new fashion in Poland? Have you tried this already or not?
Yes, I've already tried.
Trying to smile, trying to do my best and try to tell some jokes, even I don't know any English jokes. How you do it?
But has Michael's performance been enough to win the job and secure a new client for Jane?
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, really.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is the kind of job I'm looking for.
Yeah? Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Right, we'll speak to you soon.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll do that.
At the agency, Aga's had some news. The marketing plant has decided to trust them with a new temp contract, so she's back in Jane's good books.
She's looking smart, her hair's looking nice, she's getting credit from the client saying how well she's doing. It just shows, make a little bit of an effort and everybody notices.
Fantastic. I'm happy to make you happy.
Carlos now has until tomorrow to find 4 fast-fingered workers who won't let the client down.
The company's called Mailing Marketing Solutions. They're a printing company. It's using poly wrapping machines and stuff like that. Do you want to go tomorrow? Do you want this job?
Yeah. Yes, I want to go tomorrow. Yes.
With 3 temps ready to start in the morning, Carlos needs one more candidate he can put his faith in.
Just take a seat and I'll come and see you in a second.
27-year-old Evelina has been out of work for 5.5 months. Having spent time sleeping rough in London, she needs a job urgently.
The nature of the work can sometimes be boring because the job that you are doing is repetitive. Do you think you'd be happy doing the same job for 8 hours? If it was doing this, you'd be doing this for 8 hours.
Yeah, I can do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
If you don't get work and you can't pay your rent, will you have to move back to London or you have to leave? What?
If I back to London, I can go to street, just like that. Because I don't have any family in London.
Right. I do want to help you, right? I really do, okay? I believe you really want to work, And I believe if I give you a job, you'll want to do that job and you're not going to walk away. And that's very important to me.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Evelina. Nice meeting you today, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow, 2:30. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
See you.
Yeah, I'm so happy I found the work. Now I've been happy because I can pay rent, I can some help to my mom. I can do now everything. So I've been happy, very, very happy.
It's now down to Evelina and the other temps to impress the new client tomorrow.
Capricorn, you've been trying to run before you can walk.
Yeah, that's totally true.
Listen.
Oh, God.
Try to concentrate on putting one foot in front of the other and climb steadily. A sense of humour in business saves the day.
Fantastic.
How true is that?
Yeah, I can't put one foot in front of the other.
Grab a seat.
Jane's ex-husband Paul has now been working at the agency for just over a week.
My dream job, I would be a Formula 1 driver. It ain't gonna happen.
So far, he's settling in well.
In an ideal world, what would your dream job be?
Being the retail manager in a clothes shop.
We do, I believe, have a role which is data entry.
All right, okay.
There's a lot of banter.
Yeah.
At the moment, obviously, it is a temporary job. And I think that's to see if, obviously, I can get back into the mould because I've been away. Also to see if me and Jane can get on. But it's down to me. You know, Jane and the rest of the team, they're not going to offer me a full-time job if I don't prove that I can do it. Lovely meeting you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You love him still?
I flirt with him when I was 27 years old. It's like it's water under the bridge. Been married since. I was married 13 years to somebody else. Third one, next.
It's Thursday morning, and Carlos is starting his temps at the marketing company. This is a new client that could be lucrative for Candelisa if their workers are made permanent, so the temps need to deliver. Plant owner Gary has a consignment of over 1 million brochures to sort and pack for a local magazine. But only the workers who can keep pace with his high-volume work will be kept on after the first 3 weeks.
It's pretty quick, you know, we're running at about, it can average between sort of 90 and 140 packs a minute, so you've got to be very quick.
And to stand out from the rest, the temps will need to process at least 40,000 brochures a shift.
I like to shake. I'm stressed.
You're not scared, it's all right. Any problems, you put your hand up, they help you, okay? Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
The temps' every move will now be monitored by Gary's eagle eye as they compete for a permanent job paying £7 an hour.
My country, it's difficult. It's no good for the young people. Yeah, it's no job, no future. For me, it's no future. I make money to send to my parents. Everybody do it like that.
I'm sent every week £100 and sent Poland for daughter and grandson.
After a nervous start, Evelina's confidence is up.
Job is okay. I like this job. It's very easy. I love working, so if I find easy job, it's okay. If I find hard job, same is okay. You know, if we don't have money, we don't do nothing. If we have money, we can do everything.
And after 8 hours of hard graft, Carlos is getting Gary's verdict on how the temps have performed.
They're achieving above the target.
Wow.
And that's difficult to do, I've got to say. They're working as a team, which is really good.
He's already thinking of giving him a full-time job.
Really?
Yeah. And today, the 3 are working on a machine that takes 4 people and they're running it on their own. He's so pleased. He's over the moon.
Yeah, Oh, hello, my lovely.
Right. Have you got 5 minutes?
Yeah. You're all right.
Yeah. Sure.
Jane's hoping for more good news. Bar owner Matt has come in with a decision on whether he'll take any of the trialists on board.
So, Keith,
Keith, yeah.
He looked absolutely petrified, and I just think he fell down.
I mean, I'll be honest, he came in here to talk to us about it, and he just said, I don't know if it's for me. That's exactly what he said.
I got that.
All right.
Michael was brilliant.
Was he?
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant. And he's a good-looking boy. The ladies liked him a lot.
Did
the
they?
ladies liked him a lot. I think he'll do brilliant in the team.
Excellent.
And I think we'd like to offer him a job.
Really?
I think we would, yeah.
He's got a job.
He's got a job.
Brilliant. Mwah. Thank you so much.
I'll see you soon, Jane.
Take care.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. I've got great hopes for Bradford Brewery. And, you know, 1 could turn into 2, could turn into 3, could turn into 4. So as he grows, we'll grow with him. And if I'd got 100 clients using me every week with 1s and 2s in, that's a really good, sustainable business.
It's Paul from Candelisa People.
It's the end of Paul's first week at the recruitment agency.
He's really keen to get on the phones, basically. He knows his stuff, he knows what to do, he's a good salesperson, he's probably better than me.
For future recruitment, who is the person that I would need to speak to?
How are you getting on?
Loving it.
Are you?
Yeah.
How do you feel when you go home on a night?
Knackered.
Do you? Yeah. Because your brain's working.
Yeah, it's just constantly that company, who's recruiting. So that's because it's all, you know, I'm still trying to learn, get up and running.
But you haven't done it for 17 years, have you?
No. I hope I fitted in all right.
You fit in really well, I'm pleased.
Thank you.
Yeah, it were a bit of a risk, Paul.
I'm sure it was.
But I'm really happy. You said you won't let me down, and at the minute you're not.
Good.
Well done. He's coming in on time, he's very smart, you know, he looks the part. So at the minute, touch wood, everything's okay.
Well. Yeah.
Right, see you tomorrow.
See you, thanks for today. Bye.